Okay, on Wednesday, I lost my job. We parted ways. Anyway, so yeah, I'm applying for jobs, which is why I have this free time now to pretend like I'm an influencer. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing right now, but I'm just taking advantage of the time, I guess. So I'm still sick. I will be coughing and hacking and blowing my nose, possibly sneezing. So what I decided to do is I wanted to journal. I just don't know what to journal. And a lot of times I watch these YouTube videos that are like, you know, all the self-help ones that are like, do this, change your life, whatever. But there's a lot of them that I really like the vibe of them, and I'm like, yeah, you know, like they sound really empowering, and then I'm like, and sometimes I'll save them, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get back to this later, and I'm gonna treat it like homework, and then I never get back to it. So let's go to my liked list, my liked videos list, and rewatch something, and see if I can find an assignment that I wanna do. Oh, this is old, I'm on the wrong channel. Dies. Okay, what video? I need water. Where's my water? I need water. Hold on. So even though it's December, let's see. How to be an it girl this autumn.
You're looking at the person who was only told no for so long.
Keeping on track with what you own and organizing out, prioritize
To fail. Maybe you are sick and
Let's try this. How to change your life in 14 days. I don't know. I'm wasting everyone's time now. Now I'm just Googling journal prompts. Oh my god, there's a million of really good journal prompts to choose from. Help. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna go with in memento. Here's what we're gonna do. I sound like someone who's been smoking for 30 years. Okay, maybe we'll go with what were your biggest accomplishments this year, and what lessons can you apply to future goals? Okay, we can start off. That's a good one to start off with because it forces you to think of the good shit first. Hopefully that will open up the mind a little bit. God. Okay. What were your biggest accomplishments this year? My biggest accomplishments were I did the Orlando Fringe by writing and performing my own solo show, first ever. That was a huge, huge accomplishment. I learned so much. Oh my head. Okay, point 2, making safe male friendships. I made a couple of friends earlier this year who were guys. Those friendships were so significant as like a healing stepping stone in my life, to know that there are men who are safe. Just that. There are men who are safe. Period. I consider that an accomplishment. I moved to Atlanta / moved out of Florida, which has been on the list for a few years now, and I just finally made it happen. And lastly, that I finally have my own studio apartment. It's very nice to wake up and be by myself every day. So great, I love that. What lessons can you apply to future goals based on these lessons that I learned? Point 1 is to just do it. Unready, unpolished, just do it. That Fringe show, it wasn't great. It was nowhere near ready. It for sure obviously wasn't polished, but I'm proud that I did it anyway, which is why I really did. It's why I submitted my name in the first place, to force me to just do something, you know what I mean? And I felt good about the fact that I did it. Another lesson, you can / I can always save money. Every time I'm like, oh, you know, I always think I can't afford this or that and the other thing, but there's always a wiggle room for frugality. I should always be investing in myself in some way. Like, I need to make it a hard line. Like, no, this is a strict budget of you are allowed to spend X amount on leisure stuff or fun activities, X amount on whatever, but like I have to be investing in my own future in some way. The last lesson that I put, which has been a constant that I've noted in the last several years, which is trust your instincts from the start, both with people and with other things. Like with this job, I knew from the beginning, like honestly, when I was applying for jobs up here, this one was on the bottom of my list because it did not have good reviews on Glassdoor. And so I knew that this one was like, it wasn't really the one that I wanted, but I got offered, so I took it, even though I knew that it wasn't the one I wanted. So I do that in lots of areas of my life, like men, certain friendships, like obviously jobs. Like if it's not something that we want, why are we settling for it? So I just need to like trust my instincts from the beginning, and like as soon as I get an inkling that something isn't right, I need to immediately make the moves to remove that thing from my life, or I'll be suffering the consequences. So anyway, all right, so now we're gonna do a little bit of yoga, but I have to go to the bathroom first. Okay, when I said I was gonna be doing yoga, I lied with my chest. What I'm going to do is whatever I want. It will be yoga inspired, where I'm gonna stretch for a second. I think I just want to say that I took some intentional body time, a few minutes. I have no idea, I don't know. I'm not really present, and my head feels some type of way, and my face and my nose. Okay, but I'm out of it. Okay, I'm just gonna like
So, I was actually too sick at this time, and I felt miserable, and also I lined up my shots stupid so you couldn't see all the positions that I did. So you see me looking, I'm so weird. Anyway, I am about to cut to me actually doing yoga on a totally different day that I waited forever to do. Anyway, here we go. Okay. The length of time that it took me to set up this shot, props to other yoga people who are like posting videos all the time, because I'm like, how? You have to be able to set it up so that there's enough lighting to see. You have to be able to set it up so that when you get all the way down laying down and all the way full standing up, that you can still see everything without it being too far. Crazy. Props to all of you. So I obviously did not finish. I did not post that day that I was really sick and just coughing all over the place. And then I just didn't get back to it until the new year. I'm here to do some yoga. I'm just gonna do whatever feels good. So get in a comfortable seated position. You're gonna inhale, lift your arms up. On an exhale, hands together, bring them to your heart. We're gonna set an intention. For me, my intention is I just want to feel connected to this moment and my body. Let's just take a few breaths here while you think about that. We're just gonna gently come out of that little meditative spot, and we're gonna move to all fours to tabletop. We're gonna do some cat-cows here.
So when you inhale, you're gonna drop your belly and look up for cat, and in an exhale, round your spine and look down. You're gonna keep doing that a few times. You probably didn't watch my first video. I just want to point out that I have a spinal fusion, so you're not gonna see much movement in my spine throughout, but cat-cow it's particularly obvious that there isn't much movement, but that's okay. That is my body, so do whatever feels right for your body. And if you can get a nice deep curvature that feels nice and not like you're overdoing it, by all means do that shit. I'm also kind of like moving around different ways. Whatever feels like it needs a little stretch, just kind of move into that and breathe. I'm doing some like circles with my torso a little bit. Feel free to do that, or whatever kind of feels good in this position. I want to rock back, do a little child's pose. I like to do this little extended kind of child's pose with my arms out in front of me. Because of my spinal fusion, I find that when I have my arms out in front of me and then I kind of like use my fingertips to pull a little bit on my, it kind of helps my arms to pull away my vertebra and the spine a little bit, because there aren't really many ways that I can get certain stretches in my spine. So we're gonna put your right arm and your right knee in line. We're gonna do, honest to God, I forgot what this is called. I'm not even going front, okay? And you just gotta get your whole right side in line, basically. Left arm straight up. If your neck allows it and it doesn't hurt, you can look up towards the sky or towards your top hand. Kind of feel like a little bit of a stretch in that top side there. For me, that's, I don't even know. Is that my left side? The left side's on top, right side's in the bottom. And we're gonna come back down, do the other side. I'm gonna put my left arm, left knee in line, right leg in line over top, and then you're gonna, so again, because of my spinal fusion and my scoliosis, my right side, I have a really hard time getting that up and opening the shoulder because I still have the scoliosis there. But like I said, the point is I'm showing up for myself, so I'm still winning, and you can too. You just, ideally, we want to see if we can get our arms in line and our body kind of in line here, but honestly, I'm not gonna front, I'm probably doing this not the best. And I felt a particular stiffness on this side, which is why I decided to do some extra kind of like wrapping around my head there. So do whatever's right, I guess. I don't know, I'm probably not the most helpful. I just want to let everybody know that you can still show up for yourself. You don't have to be some perfect looking yogi that does everything like to perfection. Like, just get on the mat, girl, do whatever. Do whatever, as long as you're not hurting yourself. So I got flat down here, obviously doing some cobras. So cobra is the one where only like basically your shoulders and your head come up off the body, and you're kind of using your hands on the floor there to like push yourself up / pull forward slightly. Whereas the one that you come, when you're kind of in the same position and then you come like all the way up, like your upper body, that is upward dog. And as you see here, I was like, look at me scratching myself. You guys are gonna see me scratch myself a lot. I kind of have no shame, so things look funny sometimes. Yep, we're back into child's pose because this is lazy girl yoga, and that's what I do. Whatever feels good. Going back to tabletop. Let's see, what am I doing? I honestly don't remember what I did. Oh, okay, we're in downward dog. So, downward dog, it is meant to be kind of a spinal stretch, and what you really want, so you're gonna see I kind of do my own thing here. But I think at some point I'm gonna move into, so you really want a straight line from your wrists to your tailbone. So this here is like kind of decent. I could do better, honestly. But I don't get the best back stretch from that because of my situation. I know you're not supposed to do this probably, and I'll probably get some yogis commenting. I like to use a downward dog to stretch my hamstring. So I do like a variation of downward dog. So I just kind of like alternate you see, bend one knee at a time, stretch one hamstring, and then I'm gonna flip and stretch the other hamstring because it feels nice. It's a safe way to stretch your hamstrings because I have, in case you don't know, if you have some lower back issues, like I do, your hamstrings are pretty much attached to your lower back. So if you push yourself too hard there, you can just cause more damage. So it's safe to stretch them it's safer to stretch them one at a time, which is why I do this. It feels good. Don't care what anybody says. You're going to see me doing this a lot in my practice. And just breathe into that stretch because it feels good. That's what I like to do with my downward dogs. Like classical downward dog, I just don't feel like I get much from it. Look at that. I'm just making it up. Take a few more breaths. We are done there. And just kind of like try to shake my head out and do like a little yes, a little no with my head. And here, so because I also have bulging discs in my neck, I try to like help relieve the pressure sometimes. I'm sure some like chiropractor is gonna comment like, you shouldn't do that. I have had chiropractors and like masseuses and stuff like that try to just pull gently, very lightly pull on my head to relieve just a little bit of tension in my neck. And sometimes I can feel the difference. Sometimes there's a tiniest bit of release in that. So in that position there, I was just kind of like trying to take the weight of my head off my body with my hands. What am I doing? I think I've given up. Let me see if I need to skip this. Oh, she's up. I'm just putting my hands behind my back and clasping my fingers. And we're back on tabletop. I am deciding what I'm going to do, but we're going to walk to the front of the mat. Okay, we're going to do a very loosey-goosey beginning of like an Ashtanga. So I'm in my forward fold. As you can see, I never straighten my legs because I don't want to put that pressure on my lower back. So I kind of just gently let myself hang there and swing. I'm clearly very fidgety today, which is fine, by the way. If you are fidgety, do it here. Do it in yoga. Just be weird about it. The weirder the better, honestly. We're going to inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, down, forward fold. I got distracted by my treat. Okay. Hands are kind of touching the ground. Lift halfway up for an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga to the ground. And then you're going to inhale, little cobra. What am I doing? Like a downward dog, upward dog almost. Exhale to downward dog. And you're going to see me do my famous hamstring stretch here. Incorrect downward dog. You, if you want, up to you, could do a correct downward dog. You can make sure that your wrist starts a straight line all the way to your tailbone. And if you need to bend your knee, both knees, in order to do that, great. If you are able to straighten your legs and still keep a straight line from your ankles to your tailbone, girlfriend, queen, do it, okay? Amazing. I'm gonna do this. And we're gonna walk to the front of our mat and do a half lift. Oh my god, she's the laziest yogi ever. We're gonna swing around because this is what we do. It's what I do. Inhale all the way up, hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're gonna do that weird thing again. We're gonna inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Again, I'm keeping my knees bent, super bent. They don't even have to be that bent, to be honest with you. Inhale halfway up. This is such a mess. Okay. We can be a mess together if you want. It's fine. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Or upward dog, I guess. I just kind of make this up as I go. That's kind of an upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Oh, hey, look. Oh, no. For a second, I was a little straighter between my wrist and my tailbone. But I got rid of it. But you can keep the straightness if you like. One of these days, I'm going to do my downward dog more straight. Oh, look, she's kind of Okay, yeah, because I'm bending both knees there, so I'm kind of going straighter. But as soon as I straighten one of my legs, I have to move my shoulders forward. So I guess my takeaway is that if I inserted more stretches throughout my life that were stretching one hamstring at a time, then I can do a proper downward dog. Here we are at the front of our mat doing our forward folds. You're going to inhale, lift all the way up. We're going to do sun salutation B. Exhale, hands to your heart. And then on an inhale, oh, wait, she's getting more fidgets out. She's hilarious. You'll probably also notice, so a lot of time in yoga, when you are doing a forward fold and then you're coming back up to the sky, the teachers will tell you to imagine turning up one vertebrae at a time, so that you're like slowly doing this curvature in your back. Yeah, my back doesn't do that, so it won't look like that for me. But we're in chair pose, and you're gonna exhale, do a forward fold again, swinging around because that's what I do. I don't care. Inhale, halfway up, kind of. Exhale, chaturanga to the ground. Inhale, cobra or upward dog if you're feeling crazy. Exhale, downward dog, and then inhale, bring your right foot outside your right hand, and we're gonna inhale up to warrior one for one breath. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, left foot outside your left hand, warrior one. Exhale all the way down, chaturanga. You guys are like, what is she doing? I thought this was supposed to be the laziest yoga ever. Well, you know what? I was feeling myself and decided I'm going to go crazy. Child's pose. You can do a child's pose at any given time during your practice to just chill. If you're like, wow, the laziest yoga girl ever just got a little less lazy and I'm not having it, then just like literally stay in child's pose or downward dog or like move into something that feels good. Who cares? I am just here and I am just doing this so that like if you are like me and you're low energy and your whole problem, like mine, is just showing up for yourself, and it's hard when we compare ourselves to other people who look amazing on the socials. I'm just here so that you can feel better about yourself. So you can be like, wow, that girl's a mess and she did it. Okay, we are back in tabletop to downward dog, walking to the front of our mats. And I guess I did an inhale halfway up, exhale, dangle down. Inhale, chair pose, and exhale, standing. Inconsistent breath times. I tell you what, get the fidgets out, shake it out, whatever feels good. I always gotta shake it out. Look at me. Stretching my right side, I guess. I have the strong inclination to make comments about my body right now, watching myself, but I'm not gonna do that because she is queen, fit queen, super hot. Look at her. Wow, crazy, insane. That's right, only positive comments here. All right, back at it. Inhale, chair pose, and exhale, forward fold. Just gonna shaking my hips. Inhale up. Exhale, chaturanga to the ground. Inhale, cobra or upward dog, whatever. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot outside right hand, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, left foot outside your left hand, warrior one. For one breath. And chaturanga back down to the ground. Inhale, cobra. such a lazy transition. So you'll also notice, what did I just do? Oh yeah, my cobras or whatever, right? They're not going to get much deeper than what you've seen, which is why I would like to do my version of Upward Dog, because I will get more of a stretch in my front body at least, even though it doesn't look like it because of my spinal fusion. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Bend that right knee, open out that right hip just a little bit if that feels good. I'm kind of turning out a little more because it feels right to me. Bring that leg down, left leg up to the sky. You can bend your left knee. If you feel like it, open up your hip a little bit. Take a breath. And then I decided to turn even more into it for whatever reason. I do not have the ability to do a full wild thing. Maybe when I'm in better shape, I'll go for it. Come back down, shaking out my leggies. Right leg outside your right hand. Inhale up to Warrior 1. I'm just shaking it out right now. Ignore me. Okay, Warrior 1, here we go. So we're gonna stay here for about like 5 breaths. Your hips should be squared to the front of your mat if you were looking at me face on. And your back foot can be, so I will keep it at a 45 degree, which is like the classic way to do it, but if it helps you more to move that some type of way, fine, do whatever feels right. I'm going to move into Warrior 3. There's a couple different ways you can do this. I've chosen to put my hands above my buttocks and lean forward onto my right leg, bringing your left leg up straight behind you. Practicing our balance here, you can have your arms straight out in front of you if you wish. I have a tree in front of me and feel like doing this, but on an exhale we'll come back down. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands behind your back, clasp your fingies, and you're going to inhale, breathe into that opening chest. Yes ma'am, breathe into the chest. Okay, a couple of breaths more. I suppose I could lift my arms a little bit more probably, but this is where we are. And we're going to inhale, hands back up. I think I just burped. Exhale, chaturanga to the floor. Alright, so on the floor, slowly getting there. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Oh, she's taking a break. Nap time, I guess. Shake it out. Just like I like to do this apparently somatic exercise. Kind of shake out your little bum. And if it feels good to you to do that, I invite you to join me. Let's see how long I take. Hope I don't take a nap here. Alright, we're on the move. We're gonna do a little cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Walk to the front. Oh no, left side. Inhale, Warrior 1 on your left. Gonna take a few breaths here. That's right. I've got an itch on my nose, apparently. You're gonna hear lots of random accents throughout your time on my channel. They will be bad, but I will be having fun, so. And then you're gonna hands on your hips, come up and do Warrior 3. I look so much more like a chicken on this side than I did on the other side. What is the difference? What did I do? Anyway, losing my balance, I had to hold myself back up with the wall. Here we go, and you're gonna come back down. Inhale, Warrior 1, hands above your head. And on an exhale, hands behind your back, clasp the fingies, and inhale, breathe into your opening chest. It's a heart opener. I think I'm gonna do, oh my god, you guys, Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm totally gonna do a heart opener series for Valentine's Day. And when I say series, I mean one just one singular video probably. Inhale, warrior one to the sky, and then exhale, chaturanga to the ground. As slowly as I do, apparently. Inhale to cobra or upward. Exhale, child's pose. And just enjoy your time here in child's pose like I do, but not for too long because it looks like I'm about ready to take a nap, honestly. And I got up and left my mat and came back. So here we are. We're going to get back into downward dog. Walk to the front. Oh, that's a lie. We are going to do warrior two. So your right foot to the front of your mat, bending your right knee, left leg is straight. Your feet should be in line. Your front foot is bisecting the arch of your back foot. Looking straight ahead over your right/front hand. If your neck allows, face towards that hand. This should be a total of like 5-ish breaths, opening those hips. And then on an exhale, we're gonna bring our right arm to our right thigh, left arm diagonal over our heads. If your neck allows, look up towards the sky or towards like your top arm. You should feel a nice stretch in your left side. This is probably another total of like 5 breaths. Ish. I did say this was a loosey-goosey Ashtanga, okay? And it's only the beginning, because we're not doing a full Ashtanga. You're going to inhale up to warrior two, and then you're going to exhale your right arm back to the thigh, left arm straight up this time. If your neck allows, look up towards the sky / your top hand. My neck, obviously very stiff, doesn't allow me to twist too much. ATM. Breathe here for another total of 5-ish breaths. Whatever feels right. Just chilling like a villain over here. And then you're gonna inhale back to warrior two. And then we'll exhale, chaturanga to the ground. We're gonna do the other side. You can pause it there if you want, because I literally stayed there for I don't know how long. So we're gonna inhale, coming back up to cobra, exhale, downward dog, bringing our left foot this time outside our left hand. For warrior two on the other side, yes, I will put my back to you, because you get to see every side of me. You're welcome. You're welcome. But look at her taking her time doing this too. Look at, because she's lazy. Okay, warrior two. Arms in like a straight line. Left leg is your front leg this time. Knee is bent. Right leg is straight. Front foot is bisecting the arch of your back foot. I'm obviously bored and messing with my knee. And we're gonna exhale, bringing your left arm to your left thigh, right arm diagonal over your head. I have, like I said, so much more of a difficult time with my right arm / shoulder because of the scoliosis. It never looks the same on both sides, and you might find that might be the same for you too. That is okay. It is okay. As long as you're not hurting yourself, okay? Only do what feels good. And your stretches, inhale back to warrior two. And we're gonna exhale back down to the thigh. Right arm straight up to the sky if you can get it. Obviously, this does not look the same as it did on the other side. It's okay. We do our best out here. Queen. Queen, vibing, winning. She's killing it. Look at her, she's killing the game. And you're gonna inhale back to warrior two. And after this, we're gonna exhale back down to the ground in a chaturanga after I shake it out. Look at me. My back is so jacked. And I am about to get back to the ground, but I'm not even going to do a full chaturanga. You'll see that I'm about to just go into child's pose because I decided to take a break. So feel free to pause and do the same. I am going to skip ahead so that you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Alright, back in downward dog. What am I doing? Lifting my legs, I guess. Shaking it all out. Just getting crazy. And I'm about to go into like lizard lunge. I'm also holding in a sneeze. So we're gonna bring our right foot up to our outside our right hand. And you're just kind of feeling that just as a lizard. You're gonna see it better on my other side when I switch. I put my right hand on top of my right knee just to feel that a little bit better. Back down. Feeling this little sweat. And then we're going to bring that front foot across, and then we're going to come down. Now, if you find that it's impossible to do this, you can also modify and bring that front heel closer to your pelvis like that, you see? And you can come down on the ground and relax. But as I just indicated, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this because I don't relax forward. Whatever. I'm staying in this position. You should feel stretch in your glutes. I feel it on my left quad. So that's what it is for me. Not too much glute to even be feeling stretches. So, and then if you're feeling crazy, you're going to bring up your back, bend your back knee, and try to get more of a stretch on your quads. I'm trying to go for that foot. Look at me. Haha, she tried. Sad face. Next time, if I keep doing this, you're going to see me grab that foot, okay? And we're all a couple more breaths here. Almost done. We're going to move over and do the other side. Yeah, bring that leg back down. Carefully come out of this, okay? Nice and slow. Shake it out if you feel like it, just like me. She's crazy. It's okay. The thing with having short hair is that when I try to put it up like that, it just don't work out for me. Alright, here we go. Got distracted. We're going to move back into downward dog. And then this time, we're going to take our left leg outside our left hand to do lizard on the left side, like so. Feel free to move your left knee a little outward. If you want to take your left hand off the ground and put it on your left knee, go for it. Just gonna feel that little scratch, okay? As you can see, I just get very fidgety and kind of bored, which is why in yoga we're supposed to be focusing on our breath. But I'm not perfect, okay? And I never said I was. We're gonna come back down to the ground. Whatever you did on the opposite side, you'll do on this side. So if you brought your foot all the way across in front of you, or if you brought your heel to your groin, both ways work. You can feel free to relax your upper body down to the ground if that feels good. I'm gonna stay up here like so. Okay. Because that's what I do. Feel that scratch, feel that stretch, feel the stretch. Did you guys peep the burrito game under my tree over there? Bring up that back foot, BT dubs. If you did it before, feel extra stretch in your quad. That is like, it's called Throw Burrito. I got it for Christmas, and I can't wait to play that game with somebody because apparently the game is you throw those burritos at each other, and it sounds hilarious. Okay, almost done here. Let that foot down. Carefully and gently get out of this. Yep, now you can just shake it out, roll around, do whatever you want, because that's what I'm here for. And I am just figuring out what I want to do. Hair's still crazy, but it's okay. We look crazy, but we showed up. We showed up to the mat. Alright, so we're just going to finish kind of relaxing for a second because we earned it. And I'm about to get a good stretch of my leg to this side. I'm just gonna move to the end of my mat, put my left leg out to the side. Feel that good. And if you have the ability to go bend all the way over there to grab your foot and be all on top of your leg, like, great. Again, my body don't do that. So I do what I can do. And I like this feeling of it over to the side like that. Take a couple more breaths. I don't even think this is any type of official pose or anything. This is just me doing what feels good. Look, I finally grabbed my toe. Haha. I not grabbed it, but I am touching it. So, winner, winner. And then I'm gonna just shift my bottom over so that I'm facing my leg straight on. My other leg is still bent. And all my attention is stretching that hamstring. This is, of course, another way to safely stretch your hamstring so you can see that I have my leg straight, and because my thoracic spine doesn't bend, I just keep myself straight up and I don't put any further pressure on my lower back by trying to bend forward over the leg. But you can also bend your knee a little bit to reduce pressure. So you see how I'm rubbing my leg? I just give her some encouragement. I'm like, "You're doing great, kid. You're killing it." Okay, great. And then we're gonna swap. Oh no, butterfly. Hee hee. So because I lack most muscle, you see, this is an option for a lot of people. You can have your heels all the way out, whatever helps you get your legs further down to the ground. For me, because I don't have a lot of leg muscle, the muscle literally would get in the way. For me, like, I wouldn't be able to put my heels all the way in my crotch like that for butterfly. If it tickles your fancy to flap your butterfly wings, go ahead. I never got anything from that, so I am not going to do it. I don't care for it. But you can. My butterfly likes to sit and not do anything. So that's what I'm doing. That's right. And then we're gonna switch to the other side of my mat. Put my right leg out to the side, get that good stretch in there. Kind of rub her down to be like encouraging. Still can't reach that foot, but I'll get there in about 20 seconds. Just kind of breathing into that stretch. I'm like, can I reach my toe? Almost there. Oh, there we go. Tapping the toe. We made it. Congratulations. Feel this stretch. And you can feel free to do what I did sometimes, which is like rubbing that leg and just being like, giving her some encouragement is what I can think. And then I just shift myself to face that leg head on. And again, you can bend your knee to take some tension off your hamstring and your lower back, just to feel that stretch a little bit. If you have the ability without hurting yourself to completely forward fold and touch your feet or grab your feet or whatever, great. Do you, girl. Do you. Namido. Okay, and I've decided that I want to do a version of a camel right now. A version, I say. So you can get on, stand up on your knees. Keep your abdominals tight. Okay. And you're just going to do a slight back bend. Of course, my back does not bend, so that's what it looks like on me. You can come further, keeping your core tight. You can come further back and grab your ankles if you would like, but that's not necessary for me. And then I'm going to do a little counter pose here, coming forward, relaxing, and pretty much that's a happy foot dance because I did the thing. Came to my mat today. Oh, another version of camel. I just decided I was going to do this, I guess. Okay. And I think, yep, we're just shaking it out now. Whatever feels good, whatever last movements or positions you want to throw yourself in, that's what we're doing right now. Gonna shake it out, touch your body in all different types of places and be like, congratulations, boo thing, you did it, we did it, move all around. Yep, you can throw in a happy baby if you like. My happy baby kind of just looks like a dead cockroach on its back. It's okay. And we're gonna swing back around, come sitting up, and take a bow. When I do this with my arms, it's kind of like me acknowledging the space around me in the energy all around me. But you'll inhale, take your arms up to the sky, exhale your hands to your chest. Thank yourself for doing this practice today. Whether you sat on your mat and just listened to me say dumb shit, I guess, congratulations, you got on the mat. You did it, you tried. But if you followed along in any capacity, let us queen. Shit! That's right. Killing it. Killing it. Join me next time while I do another messy, lazy yoga situation. Pleasure.